get some basics out of the way. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Kitigan-Zibi. That's just north of Ottawa.
Okay. And from what nation?
Anishinaabe, Algonquin.
All right, great.
I'm also like on my half of my dad's side as Cree, Plains Cree from Ochapawis Treaty 4.
Was there a moment when you knew that film and television would be your passion?
I did think of that a lot because I knew that was like, why did I want to become an actor? I think I made the decision when I was 16, but I feel like it was much before that. I had a feeling, I had this dream of myself when I was in grade 1. Like I see myself wearing a tuxedo. And I'm like, I don't know why, but I knew I was destined for greatness from then. I was like, oh, why is that? I don't know why. I think I wanted to stay home. I mean, home is nice. Home is where I come from, but I felt like something was out there that I wanted to like explore and discover. And yeah, I did come from Kitigan-Zibi, but I love him to bits.
And does it still feel like you're on the right path?
Feels like it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, you're now being mentored by the great Atom Egoyan. What do you think this relationship is going to be like? Adam, what do you hope out of it? And Joshua, same thing, what do you hope for?
I mean, just listening to Joshua, like I'm going, wow, this is really a unique situation because he's coming from a place where he's rooted. And my whole history has been about being uprooted, right? My grandparents were from what is now Turkey, a village that was completely decimated during the genocide. My parents arrived in Egypt, or my grandparents. My grandmother's an orphan of this genocide, and I was raised, when we came to Canada, I was born in Egypt. When we came to Canada, I was raised in Victoria, BC. And so far away from any Armenian community. And so my whole thing has been about trying to reconnect to that part of my identity. And here's someone I'm mentoring who is so deeply rooted in that place. So it's just a really rich conversation. Yeah. And I just found out, like, I didn't know you played guitar. I play guitar. I've been playing guitar since I was 12. And so that's why I have nails on this hand. So like, I just think there's a lot to share, and that's what it's about. It's about sharing, and if there's stuff in my experience and my journey that's going to be helpful, because I connected to Joshua as an actor. He's an amazing actor. I've seen his performances, and I've been really moved by them. And when I found out that he was interested in transitioning to making films, I got excited because I know that transition through Sarah Pauly, and who was on a set really early on, and I knew from the way she was watching things on set that she was learning stuff on set. So I think Joshua's got a front row seat as to how to make films as an actor. So I'm here, to kind of, if there's experiences he's had on set and he wants to know more, or he wants to be pointed in the right way, I'm here to help do that, right? Because I believe that is a great way to become a filmmaker, is to have been a performer. Not the path I took, because I actually don't enjoy performing, but even though I'm performing right now. But I do think that there's a lot of exchange. I also want to learn from his experience, right?
Well, your experience of the people that raised you, they had tragedy just like in Adam's life, right? The residential school survivors.
Yeah, there's definitely that in my family, and there's 60 Scoop, and then there's also the Indian acting agents that came on the reserve, and the racism, and there's a lot of that, but I try to focus on the bright side of things now.
Good. And what do you hope to learn from being a mentee?
Oh wow, that is a good question. I think I don't really necessarily have a plan for hope. I just think I like getting to know Adam like through last night and this morning and a few phone calls. I've noticed that like one word he says, I learned something new. I'm like, oh wow, that's like, I feel like it's like a natural process of just us collaborating, and I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, and I think natural is the word there. There's nothing really preordained, and it's not actually, they say it's a year-long thing. I mean, this is really it's a point of contact, and then it kind of develop any way it does into the future. And I think we happen to have breakfast this morning, and it was like really great because we're just like learning so much more about each other and actually specific experiences he's had on set with a particular scene in a particular film that just blew me away. But finding out what went on behind that and how that scene was constructed, bad experiences he's had, because I think that those are really important to talk about as well. I mean, the failures, the things that don't work out, how you recover from that, what you learn from that. But it also helps to have someone to talk to when those moments happen, because otherwise they're pretty isolating, right? And especially someone who's maybe experienced that from another perspective, right? So I think the more I get to know you, I just think this is just such an exciting sort of situation and friendship, right? That's really what it's about.
Chimigwich.
Yeah.